All right, let's look at number 3 here. So I've got my right triangle. Uh, the longest side over here is measured x plus 2, and that is our hypotenuse. Draw your arrow right from your right angle, label it. We've got a side of x and a side of 14. Pythagorean theorem on the formula sheet will read a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Try to remember that's leg squared plus leg squared is equal to hypotenuse squared. It's going to come in handy to use it in that fashion. So we've got x squared plus 14 squared is going to be equal to x plus 2 quantity squared, or in parentheses x plus 2 squared. X squared plus 196 is equal to, I've got to do my binomial expansion, so x plus 2 times x plus 2. And I got to FOIL it out. So I'll bring down my x squared, my 196, and that's going to be set equal to x squared plus 2x plus 2x is 4x plus 4. Subtract my x squared from both sides. Those just cancel out. Good for us. Subtract 4 from both sides, and that gives me 192 is equal to 4x. Divide both sides by 4, and I've got x is equal to 48. So 48 is one side measurement, and x plus 2 is 48 plus 2, or 50. So I've got all three sides there. Taking a look at this word problem, we've got the aspect ratio of 4 to 3. And a thing to remember, if you don't know this, the measure of the length of a TV is diagonal across the screen. So let's draw a picture. Here is my nice big widescreen TV. 3x on one side and 4x on the other. That's my 3 to 4 ratio. Draw my diagonal, which will be my hypotenuse, measures 42 inches. There's my right angle. There's my arrow. Label it as hypotenuse. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. In parentheses, 3x squared plus 4x squared is going to equal 42 squared. 3x in parentheses because we're doing 3x times 3x. 4x in parentheses because we're doing 4x times 4x. 3x times 3x is going to give us 9x squared. 4x times 4x is going to give us 16x squared, and 42 squared is 1764. 9x squared plus 16x squared is 25x squared. Divide both sides by 25, and I've got x squared is equal to 70.56. Take the square root of both sides, and I've got x is equal to 8.4. I can plug it back in. 3 times 8.4 is going to give me 25.2, and 4 times 8.4 is going to give me 33.6. All right. Let's take a look at number 10. Wants to know if it can be a triangle, and if so, is it acute, obtuse, or right? So we're going to need to deal with the a squared plus b squared. I'm going to write it in here as equals to c squared, because we're going to first kind of figure out, is this a right triangle? So 7 squared plus a squared is equal to 11 squared. 49 plus 64 is equal to 121. 113 is not equal to 121. 113 is actually less than 121. So we know it's not a right triangle. Um, I don't remember. What does it mean when 113 is less than 121? What do your notes say? Check them right now. Looking at number 3 on the next page, the ladder is 15 feet from the base of the building, 35 feet high. Okay, draw a picture. Here's my building. There's my window. All right. Um, and here's the ladder coming up to the base. There's 2. Got some rungs in here. Okay, yay. We are what? 35? No, 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 no. We're 15 feet from the base, 15 feet from the bottom of the building. The window is 35 feet high. That forms a right angle to the building and the ground. The ladder is our hypotenuse, or it can be labeled x. Once I get my funky little awesome drawing, I'm going to redraw just the triangle by itself with the labels of 15, 35, my right angle, my hypotenuse, and my x. So we are back to Pythagorean theorem. 15 squared plus 35 squared is equal to x squared. 15 squared is 225. 35 squared is 1,225, and those are both equal to x squared. Add them together. 1450 is equal to x squared. Take the square root of both sides, and that's going to give me, sorry, uh, 38 is equal to x, and that's the length of my ladder. All right, this last one with the cube. This one can be tough. It's a cube. All the sides all measure 6. The diagonal is going from corner to corner. It's going right through it. So really what we're looking for um, is the bottom part of this triangle, the base of it, the flat part on the bottom. We need that hypotenuse. So 6 squared plus 6 squared equals c squared. 36 plus 36 is equal to c squared. Um, And that'll give us 6 radical 2. Yeah, 72 is equal to c squared. Take the square root. Reduces down to 6 rad 2. All right, so that is going to be actually another leg to that diagonal D hypotenuse. So I've got my side measure 6. I've got my D as my diagonal, and the bottom portion is the 6 rad 2. So I got to do another Pythagorean theorem, 6 squared plus this time 6 radical 2 squared. Again, I put it in parentheses to make sure I do all that math correctly. 36 plus 36 radical 4 is equal to D squared. 36 plus 36 times 2, because that's what the square root of 4 is, gives us 36 plus 72 is equal to D squared. 36 and 72. 108 is equal to D squared. I'll take the square root of both sides, and that'll give me 10.392 for D, or there we go, choice H, 10.4.